Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Monsters Unleashed. Step in. Stand hard. No turning back. Monster Mike hits the front line, cutting through the dark. Boots hitting the ground like he's calling something out. If the night wants to move, it moves through him first. He wants answers, and he takes them. We move in. No fear. Eyes sharp. Heart steady. We walk the dark. We hunt the unseen. We stand together and push through anything. This is the team. This is the fight. This is Monsters Unleashed. Coming alive tonight. Trisha hits the right flank, silent and locked in. She feels the forest breathe, hears a shift before it breaks. One glance and she knows when something's watching. Doug pushes forward like he owns the trail. Strong stride, no pause. If something's waiting, he's the one in me. We walk the dark. We hunt the unseen. We stand together and push through anything. This is the team. This is the fight. This is Monsters Unleashed. Pulling the night in tighter.
We're the best there is, and I'm telling you, yes, I'm excited. Woo!
Woo! Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? Hey, I guess this is a special edition of Monsters Unleashed. It's just me tonight. Trisha has abandoned me with Jen. She ran off with Jen into the LBL. They went and got them a cabin, and they've done seduced Andy and Crystal there too. And nobody has cell phone service, so they've left me to run the show. It's going to be one hell of a show, I'll tell you right now. There's no restraints. So, and I've got a special guest tonight. I'm going to go ahead and bring her out so I don't sit here and talk to myself. Miss Gwendolyn Purcell.
Hi.
Hey there, Gwendolyn.
I feel like this is no holds barred. It's going to be like WWE tonight. Wow.
Yeah. I ain't got Trisha here. Dad, shut up. Dad, shut up. Don't say that, Dad.
This is good. This is good.
And we've got Cindy Sapp and Isabel in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's see here. She said we are
hearing about this doll.
Cobb Estate in Pasadena to do paranormal investigation. Also got her a bullet light necklace, so it will light up when she wants to be known she is around.
Nice.
We were just talking about Isabel.
We were
backstage. I was filling her in about Isabel. So, Cindy, we're gonna have to get you on the show one night with Isabel.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Gwendolyn, the one you got behind you though, that looks creepy back there. It really does. It's
her name is Betty Lou.
Betty Lou.
She is haunted.
Okay.
She moves. That's about the most that's happened since I've had her. And like you, like this is the only doll you will find in my house. I
Yeah.
do not do dolls. I do not like dolls. I don't pick them up. I don't bring them home. I don't own any. And I was at Penhurst doing an event, and the lady in the booth next to me had these dolls. And all day long, I kept checking to make this sure she didn't sell this doll yet. And it was like in the middle of the afternoon, and I was like, I have to buy her. And like, I bought her. And my husband's like, don't you think that's a little weird that you can't stop thinking about this doll? And I'm like, I don't know. I just can't. Like, I seat belted her in the back seat of the truck on the way home. My husband was like, where do you think where do you think you're putting that thing when we get home? And I'm like, in our bedroom. He's like hell you are. So in the office, she is.
Well, Cindy says that she feels that doll was a negative.
Oh, I don't know. I turn her, like when I leave the office, I'll move her head so that it's straight. And when I come back in, it's crooked like you see it now.
Yeah.
That's the most that's happened. So
It's been freaking me out ever since she came on here. I mean, I told you about the incident I had with Isabel there, with her sitting on my
yeah,
desk and stuff, and her telling me stuff. So she was calling you, she said.
I believe that. I believe that. I don't know. I just love this doll. I do. I just love this doll.
For one night, chat, for one night, a doll made me give me psychic abilities. And if Tracy Jones was in the chat, she would tell you it went down like that. And but anyways, Gwendolyn, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you've been on a couple of other podcasts here recently, but
Recently, yeah, I've been getting an increase of requests, so it's been weird.
yeah.
Oh, I have been a paranormal investigator pretty much all my life. My first incident with anything paranormal was when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I saw a shadow man in our living room of our house on multiple occasions.
Wow. Well,
I didn't think anything about it because I thought everybody saw the guy in the living room, but it wasn't until just a few years ago. I was talking to my mom and I was telling her about this shadow man in the house, and she was like, "Why didn't you tell me about the shadow man?" And I'm like, "Well, I just assumed everybody saw the guy in the living room."
it's freaky, isn't it?
It is freaky, yeah.
Our shadow person, this one here,
Oh Lord.
we didn't even know we got that until we were going through the photos. But what was funny about it is that there was a freaking dog man in the tree beside of it.
Oh Jesus. I don't have any or at least not that I'm aware of. I don't have any instances of dogman. That actually makes me a little nervous, that one. The rest I can handle. The dogman makes me a little bit nervous.
How's that one make you feel?
Nervous.
And then that one there.
Oh my God, that's a no. That's a hard no.
Well, I have a
So,
request. I had a request. Trisha wanted me to show you her video tonight.
oh,
So, I mean, if you want, I'll go ahead and do that.
oh, show me the video. I love stuff like this. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Okay.
I wanted so badly to make it down there to your thing the beginning of March. Was it the beginning of March or was it February?
It was
You did like a town hall type of thing where you showed some evidence.
that was in February.
That was in February. Yeah. I couldn't get off work to get down there. I wanted to because I wanted to see what you had so bad.
Give me a second here. I gotta bring this video up.
Sure.
I gotta find it first. Okay. All right. if it plays. Okay, any day now.
I didn't see a green light or a red light with it. And usually I can spot them pretty good.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
That's really close. That's not good. That's gotta be.
It's got to be tough standing there when all that's going on.
Oh my God. Are you kidding? Oh my, I can only imagine.
Now, I want you to watch this area over here, okay?
Yeah.
You see that focus area
Mm-hmm.
right in here. I want you to be watching this. Or right in here. It's one of these. I think it's more right in here. I'm not sure. It's one of these. Just watch it. It'll unpause.
I mean, we know you're here. You don't have to hide. You can just show us. We're not scared. If we were scared, we would have left already.
Again, over in this area, be watching. Just watching all through here. You don't see nothing there, right?
Nope.
Nothing physically here.
Mm-mm.
Hey, can you shine your light back in that direction? Come over to your right. Yeah, right there. I thought I just saw high shine. I don't see it now though, so it could have been a branch like with a spider web on it, because they will glow and look like high shine.
I don't know how they can smell us because, I mean, I know they get good smelling and stuff, but we're downwind from them.
They just cooked hot dogs.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
The way the wind's blowing.
Canines have good noses.
That's true.
Well, I mean, it's like this. They know the moment we enter the park. They know the moment we leave. Okay, they know we've been in here every weekend looking for them. So,
Yet again, nothing over in here.
Yep.
I did though. I saw it move back that way. There's a big, thick, like tree right there. Between these two trees right there. I watched it move. It would be to my right. And then you walked up in there, and I don't know what you saw. You could tell us what you saw, but
I saw at least what I thought was an eye shine. It was one eyeball, and it was yellow, and it was. I think I was about where that little clearing is past that one tree. And it was right over here, and I just saw it for a split second, and it was gone. And I never heard anything, but it looked like just a few seconds later, Crystal saw something white going this way.
yeah. So like it came up, stopped, and then went back this way. Because when I originally saw it, it moved to it would be my right, its left, and then you saw that eye, and then she saw
It was
go
good
closer.
enough that it was enough that I was pretty certain something was standing there. It wasn't. It was on all fours if it was, because it wasn't very high up.
That or it's planning something. I don't feel right now, by the way, like at all. Does anybody else feel that? Like,
I'm just nervous because I feel like I'm being watched.
I know we're being watched. I can feel it, and I don't have a good feeling
I don't either.
right now. Like my stomach is bubbling,
My anxiety level is through the roof right now because I feel like
and I feel super like nauseous. We had all that shit happen at that cemetery that night, and I didn't feel like this. And I have a feeling whatever's like watching is gonna wait until we start packing up, and it's gonna make a move. So I think there needs to be like one person trying to put out the fire, and us 4 watches. There's 6.
I'll tell you what. Go get a cup of coffee.
Walking on the walk.
Here's what I want to do. I want to do okay?
So this is the point they start packing up everything.
Take this top off the back of the truck. Get the truck.
in the back seat.
Put it in the back of the truck.
You wanna walk with me?
Hold up my guy. I'm going to cover the door. I'll get the car.
Oh, I'm not gonna get it going. I'm gonna stay out here. I got you. I'm filming. We're good. We're good. I'm stubborn. You guys are kind of my responsibility out here, so I gotta stay out here.
Oh, good. Yes, boss. It's our responsibility to take care of your ass.
You did. You fed me hot dogs. I'm watching her.
Do you see it?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Did you see it there before?
No, I did not see it there before. But it's moving.
It is moving.
Holy shit.
Its ears are twitching sideways.
We need to go, and we need to
And
go
it sways.
now. Look, Andy, look.
You can see its ears twitching right there.
Look.
And then it wasn't there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Wow. Was that at the LBL?
Yeah, it was in the LBL.
No, that's in North Carolina.
No, that's in it's in Tennessee, Kentucky. LBL, the state Tennessee, Kentucky straight line goes right through it.
Okay.
I think that was actually on the Tennessee side, maybe, if I'm wrong. I'm going to say Tennessee side, and Trisha's not here to correct me, so
Right.
I'm going to say it was on that. But
Wow.
yeah, I mean, you can see its ears kind of up there.
Yep.
In this one, you can see it a little bit better where it's lightened up.
You can see its leg.
In that video, you can see its ears twitching side, like that. Its ears twitching, just like a dog's does. In that video, I watched it right there, and I mean, I put this on a 70-inch TV, okay, and watched this video, and I stood right there in front of it, watching this thing, and you could see this thing kind of rocking, swaying a little bit, but it was still.
Yeah.
And its ears twitching, and the position it was in, it had its one hand up in front of it, its other arm was behind a tree, and that white thing coming across its face, that's that tree branch from the tree that's to the left of that right there, right in its face. But you can see its muzzle there. You can see its arm. You can see its one is in front of the other foot. The other leg is behind it.
Yep.
So it's kind of stuck in that one motion like that. It realized that Trisha seen it.
Wow.
And we honestly think that it was coming out to go after Crystal that was getting in the truck. Yeah, and it's screwed with these people. This is really screwed with them. Really, I mean, really messed with Trisha and Crystal. My son-in-law Doug, he's 6'2", 250 pounds, and he's military, and he had a full-blown panic attack from it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Oh my God.
So, but I mean, we had a guy that called Trisha. It was a guy that Trisha had been doing a little bit of investigating with and stuff. And I don't know if he's drunk, bipolar, what's wrong with him, but he just wanted to run his mouth. And he said, well, that's not real. That can't be real. That's not real. And Gwendolyn, I mean, how many times did I show it was not there?
There was nothing there prior to. Yeah. I saw it. Yeah. I'm adding the LBL to my list now.
Yeah.
I have a list of places I want to go.
The LBL is such an
Just
amazing.
that added.
It's such
Wow.
an amazing place, but it's such a dangerous place too. It's beautiful during the day. You can go in there, some of the most beautiful scenery you've ever saw. But when it gets dark, it's a different creature. It really is. I mean, look at that. They got that off of a set of night vision binoculars.
Wow.
When we went in there back in February, we went in there and all of us got together. Every one of us, even Donna Copas was there, Jennifer Hicks, all of us, we got together, and that was taken in Colson Holler, the same place where, what's his name there went in there to shoot his movie.
Oh.
Greg Ogles.
Yeah. I
Greg
couldn't think of what his name was.
Right in there. And they picked that up. We had all kinds of activity going on that night. All kinds of stuff.
That's pretty freaking cool.
And I know that's just a silhouette of something. But you know, Gwendolyn, I don't think always these things are in their flesh and blood form. I really don't.
Right.
And I think that's why you get blurry photos, and all this stuff is that sometimes they're here, but they're not here.
Right.
And I don't know. It's weird. It really is. I mean, I'm truly no expert in this. I just do this as a hobby, you know.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder. Really does. Yeah, it's tall.
Yeah.
It's it is tall. But in that photo, see that one? You see it there in the middle of the screen, but you
Yep.
look to the left of it, it's like something else is there too. And it's got a different shape to it. You see the
Mhm.
conical shaped head?
Yep.
It's like there's a Sasquatch there. I mean, there's a funny story about this, Gwendolyn, that before we went in there, I had bad dreams. Now, I very seldom ever have bad dreams. But for about 2 weeks, I had the same dream. We were planning on going in there. And I had went into this area by myself. And I remember it from the dreams, there were two big cedar trees there, two big cedar trees right beside of each other. And I went in beside those cedar trees, and there was a big pin oak tree in behind it.
Right.
And I was up against this tree, and it was dark. And something grabbed my right arm. And like I spun around, and when I did, it was a dog man. And I could see it plain as day. I could see
Oh
in
my
my
God.
and I jerked my arm. When I did, I pulled my arm out of my jacket. So it had a hold of my jacket. And I grabbed my pistol and started shooting it in the face. So at that point, my dream goes away from me.
Right.
I can't see what's happening with me, but I can see the camp where we're camped at. And I can see these dog men coming in, moving in on them at the camp. And I just wake up. Okay. So I tell Trisha about this dream. And I said, Trisha, I said, when we go there, I feel that I have to go into this one spot by myself. She's like, well, Dad, I know a spot that you can go into. And I said, no. I said, I'll know it when I get there. Because
Yep.
I had never been to Colson Holler before.
Oh, wow.
No, I had never been there before. I'd heard about the place, and I'd seen a few pictures, you know, and stuff like that, but I'd never been there.
Right.
When we come down, when we get there, it's like that whole place is covered in ice. You know, it's actually warm outside, but with the ice, it made it really cold.
Right.
And so we come down the hill, and when we bottom out to come into Colson Hollow there they are. There's those two big cedar trees standing there.
You're like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, and I got on the radio because we had our radios, and I said, you see those two trees? I said, that's where I'm supposed to go. So we get there, and we start setting up camp, getting the fire going and all that stuff. And I was going to make some hot chocolate, get everybody warmed up. And then I was going to go where I was supposed to go. Well, we were waiting on Donna Copas to come. And she was running behind. So she calls Trisha, and she tells Trisha, okay, I'm here, but I don't know where to go. So Trisha's Jeep, the 4-wheel drive was broke in it. And I wasn't sure she'd get back up that hill because there's a steep hill getting out of there. And I told Trisha, I said, well, if Donna's ready, let's just me and you jump in my truck, and we're going to find them. So we did. And it took us about an hour and 45 minutes to get back.
Oh, wow.
By this time, it was good and dark. Now, I was going to cheat. When I went in, I had these, you know, those motions solar security lights?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd been having those things at my house sitting out in the sun charging. So I had 2 of those, and I had me a couple of screws and screwdriver, and I was going to hang those on the back of the tree. Okay. So if I'm standing there and something comes in behind me, those lights will kick on.
Right.
And I'll know. And it'll be, you know, but it was already so dark that I didn't want to risk going in there.
Right.
So I didn't go. And it's not that I chickened out, but it is a risk.
Well, you do need to be safe about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So so myself and Mark Roberts, we decided that I've got this big tall Bluetooth speaker that lights up and stuff, and I've got a clip on it where I can hang it on tree limbs.
Yeah.
So I decided, well, we'll do some frequency generations. So we walked it out there in the middle of this field, hung it on this little tree, and we start doing frequency generations. And he's calling off frequencies that he'd had this list of different frequencies that people have had, responses to.
Right.
So we're going through these different frequencies and stuff. And that's when shit starts getting real.
Oh, wow.
They started hearing shit in behind us. And then this thing appeared where that photo was taken. Right there where that photo is taken, those two big cedar trees are right there. That's where I was supposed to be.
That's crazy.
That's where I was supposed to be. And I got to give it to Donna Copus. She may have saved my life that night just by being late.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, sure enough. But I mean, that's God's honest truth. I mean, I wouldn't lie to you about it. It's crazy. It really is. But that's where I was supposed to be, and that's what tripped me out the most. That they were there for me.
Right.
They really were. I didn't have 2 weeks worth of dreams for no reason.
No, it
was a premonition.
Right. That's crazy. That is crazy.
All I can say is God is good. But and I'm sorry what took you off of what you're introduction.
No.
But Trisha wanted to make sure I showed you that video because she's like, Dad, you got to show Gwendolyn that video because I know she hasn't seen it and it's going to blow her mind.
That's insane. And now I want to come to the LBL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about that video is we posted it on our YouTube channel and it's like it's being suppressed.
Oh.
We got videos with 4,000 views, 8,000 views and all that stuff. And that one's sitting there around 200. Yeah.
For a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Somebody doesn't want people to see that.
Yeah. Yeah. The algorithm doesn't like it for sure.
No. You can't show evidence like that.
No. We were going to show it. We announced that we were going to show it when we went to that. Hey there, Ash. How are you? Ash Antics in the house, everybody. Everybody say hello to Ash. Ash, by the way, Ash, congratulations on hitting 500 subscribers on YouTube, man.
Very nice.
Yeah. Congratulations, brother. But we were going to show it at that town hall meeting. And we got there. It was not supposed to be filmed. It was being filmed. They had cameras set up everywhere. But that we weren't going to let that stop us. Right. And then the first thing they do is call out this one guy that's sitting in the second row. Yeah, we've got a member of Homeland Security here with us tonight.
You're kidding.
And there were 3 forestry officers there. So yeah, we're like, nope, we're not sharing it. Not there. Nope. We'd never make it back to the truck.
They would have confiscated it and you may all have gone missing.
Yeah. So we waited until they were done with it and we approached people and Trisha had the big photos printed out and all that stuff. And we told them, look, we got the video if you want to see it, but, and the guy that was putting on that show, on that thing, he's like, why in the hell didn't you stand up and share this? And we're like, cause the fuzz was here.
Right.
I mean, no, we're not doing it.
Oh my God. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
sure.
insane.
So Gwendolyn, Tell us a little bit about Strange Knox magazine. How you
Oh
got
my-
going with this?
it all actually came to fruition on a whim, to believe it or not. I use Canva a lot to do all the stuff that I do,
Mhm.
and I just had like free time on my hands, which doesn't happen very often. And I was going through all the stuff that you can make on Canva, and I got to the part where it said magazine, and I was like, "You can make a magazine on Canva?" So I'm checking it out, and I'm like, "Huh, I should make a magazine." And then I
Mhm.
decided I am going to make a magazine, and I didn't even tell my husband. I was almost ready to print the very first copy, and he heard me tell somebody else that I was doing this magazine, and he's like, "You're doing a magazine?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm almost done with the first issue." He's like, "Oh my god." Like, what the hell? It just, I was like, "I'm going to do this." And I did it. And we just started year number 2. So, yay.
Doing good. It's doing
Yeah.
good.
So,
And I like totally forgot to order the issue that had our stuff in it. And like Cindy, as soon as she gets some free time, I've asked Cindy to help us start writing some stuff for your magazine to send to you.
sure.
And she actually writes for another online magazine.
Oh, nice.
So, and she said she had some stuff she'd like to submit to you too.
Absolutely.
I was supposed to have her when we had you booked for the last time, and it
Right.
got all mixed up. But
Yeah.
I'll get you two introduced to each other and everything.
Sure. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Absolutely. So we
And-
cover everything, like Dogman, Bigfoot, aliens, paranormal, bizarre, weird 411 style of true crime type of stuff where, people are missing, they still ain't been found.
Mhm.
Very bizarre, even if they have been found, but they weren't. There's a case of a gentleman not far from where I live who went missing, and a week later was found in the same spot that they'd already checked 20 times. And it's very bizarre. Like, everything around it is weird and bizarre. And I've heard reports that the FBI was here. Well, they don't come for missing person cases.
Right.
So why was the FBI here? So, like, weird stuff like that, like things that just don't make any sense, that they still don't have answers to even till today. Like, and that was 15 years ago. We still are no closer to knowing what happened to this guy than they were the day he went missing. Like, it's just crazy, weird stuff. I like to cover everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how many episodes are you getting sold every? Was it every 2 months it comes out?
It comes out every 3 months. It's a
3
quarterly magazine, so every 3 months an issue comes out. We have about 50 subscribers, which is,
That's
it's a
still-
brand new magazine, so we're gaining traction. So, I mean, we just sold a magazine subscription yesterday. So, yay.
Yeah,
But,
that's
we're
it's awesome. I tell
we
you,
haven't really advertised. Like, I go to a lot of events and I get asked to speak at events, but we haven't really we've taken magazines, but we haven't made it about the magazine. And this year, that's what we're doing. We're just going at everything. Like, we're focusing more on the magazine instead of the Got Knockers stuff. It's
Mhm.
all under the Got Knockers umbrella, but I really, really enjoy putting the magazine together and hearing and seeing, people's reactions to stories and just the magazine itself. Cause I'm not tooting my own horn, but it's put it together pretty well. Like, the people that produce it for us, like,
Mhm.
it's really nice. The page quality, everything. Like, I love when people get it for the first time and they call me and they go, "Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing." Like, and I'm like, yes. It's awesome. But so we're
Well,
focusing more on that this year.
you're in PA, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we have a booth at the West Virginia Bigfoot Festival in October.
Yeah.
If you're going to come down there, hey, bring some magazines down there and we'll sell them for you.
What
You can set up-
days are those?
I believe it's the 11th through the something here.
I will be in South Carolina.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's why I can never get there because I've not been to the West Virginia Bigfoot Festival. But I think it's because it's the same week. It's always the same weekend I'm in South Carolina.
Yeah, and they're going to see. It's normally like in June,
Yeah.
and it's hot as hell. We
Yeah.
went
I think
there
they
last
moved it.
year, and they had it. They're having it in a different location this year, also.
Nice.
So it's going to be. I'm looking for the dates on that. I thought somebody else asked me today. Okay, let me share my screen real quick. So it's October the 9th through the 12th.
Yep. Yep. I will be in South Carolina speaking at a conference there.
Well, when are you going down there?
We usually go down on Thursday. I'm pulling up my calendar. Let me get to October. We usually go down like the 8th and we come home on the 11th.
Okay.
We start trekking home on the 11th, I should say.
Well, hell, swing through and come to the festival.
We should. Is it dog friendly? Because we'll have our dog.
Yes.
Good deal.
Yes. Yeah, come on through and everything. We'll all be there.
I mean, we are going to go through West Virginia for about 70 miles. I'll have to look and see how close that is to where we're going to be coming through. Maybe we can detour that way.
Well, you're probably going to be coming up and hit 81 and bring 81 up.
Yep.
But if you can, instead of coming up and hitting 81, you can bring come over and hit 77.
Yeah.
And come up 77. It'll take you straight through Beckley. And then you hit US Route 19 and it'll bring you straight through Summersville. But then you can go back up and hit 64 and shoot straight up towards PA.
Okay.
So it's not really out of your way. It's a little detour, but it's not really out of your way.
Right. No, we'll have to do that because I've been wanting to get there, but it's always the same weekend. So we just never make it there.
Yeah, we've been getting our stuff together. Trisha's got 2 big cases of shirts to get pressed.
Awesome.
And everything. We're gonna have a bunch of stuff: Monsters Unleashed hats and shirts, and just a little bit of every damn thing. So
I remember those days. Oh my gosh, I had to buy an enclosed trailer to haul all of our shit around.
yeah. We
Yeah.
probably won't sell nothing, but we'll have stuff.
That's all that matters. If one person buys something, you got an advertisement out there somewhere. Every time they wear it, somebody sees it.
It's like $250 just to get a spot there, a 10 by 10 spot.
Wow,
It's
that's crazy.
I mean, like, why does it have to be so expensive?
I don't know.
And I mean, there's a couple hundred vendors. That last one we were at, well, probably more than that. It was probably more like 300.
That's crazy.
This is a bigger spot that they got. So
that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh,
I mean, at our event in August, we have last year I had 125 vendors, and that was a lot. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I can't take any on anymore because it's just too much.
They had a big monster truck and was giving people monster truck rides and everything. Yeah, it was pretty
Oh
cool.
my God, that would be awesome. I don't know that I can afford that.
Yeah, I think it was like $20 too.
Wow. That's
So
crazy. That would be wild though.
yeah, it looked really cool. And well, if my 10-year-old would have been with us, I'd have made sure he got a ride on it at least. But it was so hot. It was in June. It was so damn hot, and I was so miserable. You know, I'm a fat guy. Fat people sweat. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's rough. So we found out where they were having their guest speakers at, and I went and spent most of the day inside there listening to them and everything. So, but yeah. So I understand that you've had some experiences yourself.
Oh, lots.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of experiences. Oh, I never in my life believed in Bigfoot until I saw one. And then it threw my whole world completely upside down and sideways. And I ain't looked back since. I tell my husband all the time, life would be so boring if Bigfoot hadn't have stepped
Yeah.
into my wheelhouse. He literally walked into my life one day, and it's not been the same since. I often say it's the 30 seconds and changed my entire life, because literally it was 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And nothing has been the same. Absolutely nothing. I look at everything completely differently than I ever have. I even quit hunting.
Be driving down the road, looking onto the side. I'm driving because I drive a whole lot every week. 4 days a week, I'm traveling all over the place. I'm up in PA, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia. But I'll be driving down the road and I find myself staring off into the wood line and until I hit the rumble strips, and then I pull back over and I look back up again. Yep. Funny story, Gwendolyn, and I'll let you get back to it. I'm driving down the road. I'm in my work truck, I'm chilling, and I look up ahead and I see something black up by this tree up in the woods. And I look at it again, and then I pull right over. And I get out of my truck. I leave my truck running. And I get my phone out, and I bring up my camera, and I'm here I am. I'm headed up into the woods. My damn work truck is sitting on the side of the interstate running because I think this is a Bigfoot. And I start rushing up into the woods. When I get close enough, I realize it's a freaking bear.
Yeah, hightail the other way.
Tree.
Yep.
And I'm like, holy shit. So I stopped and I started walking backwards. Back out there, and I turned around and I run back to my truck and slammed it in gear and took off. And I called Trisha. I was like, yeah, I thought I just saw me a Bigfoot, but it was a freaking bear. So I said to myself, I don't give a damn if it's a Bigfoot or not. I'm not doing that again.
Oh my gosh.
I was running straight to a bear, No.
I work on the ambulance, and we drive right through my research area to go to the hospital and stuff. And I tell my partners all the time, if Bigfoot walks out in front of this ambulance, this trip is over. Yeah. I don't care what's happening. Somebody else is going to have to come take the patient to the hospital because I'm pulling over and I'm going to go. I'll be back with you later. But I'm like, no, if a Bigfoot walks out here, this I'm done. That's it. Yeah.
You'll be like, hey, buddy, you still having a heart attack? I'm going to need you to drive this.
Just hang on a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
You okay to drive?
They all laugh at me and think I'm crazy. They make fun of me every day. I don't care.
Yeah, well, a lot of people laughed at me after I started showing them this evidence and stuff. Mm-hmm. We'd be talking about it, and I'll be, oh yeah, here, look at this. I'll pull out my phone, and they're like, what the hell is that? I'm like, see, I told you so.
Yep.
Told you so. They don't think I'm crazy anymore.
The one thing I've learned more than anything is that I have no more answers than I had before. In fact, I think I have a whole nother list of questions because I've had some of the weirdest, unexplained experiences that I don't have.
If you thought you were confused before, once you learn a little bit, you're more confused.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
Because, for example, God, there's been so many weird things. The one that sticks out to me the most is the night I went, my husband wasn't even home. And I was home all by myself with the dog. And I was getting ready for bed. And I turned all the lights out and I walk around my side of the bed and I go to close the mini blind because I had it open. And there are two red glowing eyes staring back at me. But there was no body. It was just two eyes. And I was like, snap a photo. I have a photo of the red glowing eyes. And I'm like looking around my house. What's making that reflection? Because I'm always debunk it first and then figure out for after that, right? So there's nothing inside the house that's making a reflection on the window. Everything's off. So and I know I'm crazy and people think I'm absolutely crazy, but I grabbed a gun and a flashlight and I went out the back door and around to the front of the house. And I took a series of photos. I took a photo of the window to show that there's absolutely nothing there. And there wasn't. There was nothing there. And then I took like one of the yard. I went this way, took one another this way. And then I went back to the window. There's still nothing there, but there's 3 claw marks, muddy claw print on the window screen that was not there the first photo I took.
The heck?
And I was like, I don't know what that was, but I was standing there 10 feet from that window when something made 3 claw marks on the window screen. I was there the whole time. There was nothing there. How do you explain that?
No, you don't. I mean,
I saw the eyes, no body attached. I go outside. There's nothing there. But in less than a minute, because when you use your cell phone, everything's time stamped and dated.
Yeah.
It was less than 1 minute from that first window shot to the second window shot. Less than a minute.
I totally understand that, because there's a lot of things that happen that you just can't explain.
Yeah.
Like my story, when I was a kid, something hit from under our house and knocked our coal stove about 6 inches off of the floor.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I'll have to share that with you one day. It's a long story.
That's crazy.
But it's in my book. I put it in my book. But yeah, I mean, that's unexplainable. It split the floorboards of the house.
That's insane.
So, and you're talking a stove that probably weighed 350 or
That's
so.
power.
Yeah.
That's power. Like something powerful had to have done that.
Yeah, because my stepdad was taking his foot. He was drunk and he was tapping on the floor listening to a song, and it hit back. It tapped back. And when it tapped back, it meant business.
They were outside the room. They were outside. Yeah. I could probably send you that photo. I document everything. I am a document hound. There is, if I find anything, if anything is even remotely weird, unexplainable, I don't care if it has to do with what I'm doing or not, I take a picture of it, because you never know.
Well, that's what I tell Trisha. Trisha is the worst for it. I'm like, when you are physically in the LBL, when you're on an investigation, you're going to the investigation, your camera needs to be on.
You're damn right.
I said, because you never know. It's like this video of this encounter. Everybody else had put their cameras away, and she kept, for some reason, she kept recording, and she got what she got. You know, if it would have been very easy for her to have just put her camera down so they could have got ready and left, but she stayed recording, and she got that.
That's the photo of the eyes in the window.
Oh, that's crazy. Hold on, let me save that here and I'll upload that.
Now, like I said, the first thing I did was looked all through the downstairs of the house to see what could be making that reflection. And there was no lights on inside the house. There was nothing. Like, I don't have anything inside the house that has a red, there was nothing. So, I'm a paramedic, so I'm used to running in when everybody's running out. So I'm not really afraid of anything. So I grabbed a gun and a flashlight and went out front. Because I'm like, well, if there is something out there, if it's someone, because you can't even see our house from the road. So if you're at my house, it's because you were invited and you know where I live.
Yeah.
Like, nobody else would even know that we were back here. So I'm like, if I go out front and somebody is in my front yard, they're probably going to get shot because you weren't invited and you can't see my house from the road. So what the hell are you doing here? Like, and
so
I was on wall. So I probably
you've never showed me that photo before, correct?
No, I've never showed you that photo before.
Okay, so I just bought a Harley.
Yes.
All right. I just bought me a Harley and I'm loving it. Well, I'm going to get my front fairing on my bike wrapped. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Already got it priced and everything. And let me show you my design.
Oh my God.
Isn't that
Yeah.
cool? as shit?
That is pretty cool as shit.
Okay, chat. Let me show you Gwendolyn's photo. Let's see. That's crazy.
Honestly, I don't know what that was at all. I don't know what it was. After I had a sighting. The initial sighting was just 1,000 feet from my house. And I've hunted in this area my entire life. And I have never seen anything like this in my life. Not ever. And again, I was not thinking Bigfoot. I was like, is that a bear? Like, I'm watching this thing 30 seconds. I'm telling you, it was crazy. And I have had whistling outside of my bedroom window, right outside this window. This is literally 2 feet from my bed. And I have had, like, it was like 2 weeks after I had the initial sighting, there was something outside my window whistling at 12:30 at night. Because I yelled at my husband and said, "Did you hear that?" And he was like, "Hear what?" And I'm like, "Listen." And it was whistling. And because I'm a scaredy cat, I grabbed my handgun and ran around the front of the house, and there wasn't anybody there. And there's only woods on 2 sides. So if somebody's running, you would have heard them or seen them.
Right.
Because it's open. There was nothing. 2 months later, my husband and I are both woken up at 2:30 in the morning to what sounded like metal being torn off of our house. Like, it woke us both up. So like I'm like, "You hear that, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, so I'm not going crazy." We grabbed handguns and ran out the back door and around the front of the house, and there was nothing. There was nothing torn off the house. There was nobody standing there. There was no metal laying around in the yard. There was absolutely nothing. I don't know what made that sound, but let me tell you, it woke us both up. So I know I ain't crazy. Like, but there was nothing.
Yeah, we had slaps after that. Something had hit our stove and knocked it off the floor. That was just the beginning of it. And we would get the side of our house slapped all the time. It happened. And like, you go outside and you find nothing there.
Right.
And then like, you come back inside of the house and it slapped the other side of the house. And it got so bad that, like, us boys, we'd be in bed. It'd be like a school night and it's smacking the house. And we get up and my stepdad be like, "Boys, just go back to bed. It'll stop eventually." And like, I mean, we had to live with that,
Yeah.
you know, and it happened up until the point that I got old enough, I left home, you know. And, but yeah, I mean, it's like when these things find out where you live, or that you showed interest in them, or they've attached themselves to you. Because I believe you seen Twilight, right?
No, I don't watch those movies.
Well, in Twilight, that Jacob, he's a wolf. Okay, he's a werewolf. And the vampires, when those two vampires, I don't even remember their damn names because I wasn't a huge fan either. They had this baby, and when he looked at this little baby, it was a girl. He imprinted on this girl, so that means he was to be with her no matter what for the rest of his life, you know. And I seem to think that these things may imprint on us,
Right.
and you hear people say they'll follow you home. Now, not only do I believe that they can follow you home in a physical form, but I believe that imprint, it's not only they imprinted on you, you've imprinted on them.
Right.
And they follow you home, they're in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be thinking about them and stuff like that. And that's another thing where I believe that's another way it follows you home, not only physically, but mentally also.
Right.
So I don't know. It's a little weird.
We'll be outside. I'll never forget the first time this happened. My husband and I were both outside. I think he was working on something with the pool filter and I was doing something else. and a rock came sailing. Now, most things happen in the woods behind where our chicken coop is.
Mhm.
And it's there's no trees or anything until you hit that wood line, and then it's downhill very steeply to the creek. There's a creek at the bottom, and then you go up a steep hill to the other side. And we're out in the yard, and it's a good couple 100 feet from the wood line to where we're standing, and a rock came sailing and landed right in between us. And my husband, he looked up, he looked at the woods, he looked at me, and he goes, "Did you see that?" And I said, "Yeah, I saw that." He goes, "I'm going in the house." Starts walking to the house. He turns around, looks at me, and he goes, "Are you coming?" And I went, "No, I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing." Because if he wanted to hit us with the rock, I think he would have. But I think they think it's funny. We're kind of like their entertainment, you know? They think it's funny.
Yeah.
They throw rocks. He goes in the house, and I, or it's a way to get us separated. I'm not really sure what it's about, but we get rocks thrown at us all the time. You sit out here at the fire pit. You're just sitting at the fire pit, and you're, and rocks will be coming. My girlfriend was over here with her 11-year-old son this past summer, and I didn't say anything, right? Mike and I were out next to the fire before she even got here, and we were getting rocks being thrown at us. And we're just sitting there. This is a normal thing for us. We're used to it now. She comes over, and her 11-year-old are sitting next to the fire, and these rocks are coming. And Mike and I are pretending like we don't hear anything. And after about 15 minutes, you can see her going, like looking around. And after about 15 minutes, she goes, "All right, do you hear those rocks?" And I went, "Yeah." "Well, what the hell is it?" I went, it's our friend's Bigfoot in the woods. And her 11-year-old stood up, like bolted to her side and was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, this happens all the time." And they actually live at the bottom of our hill, at the bottom of the woods.
Mhm.
And her son said, "I'm never going outside again." And then like a week later, she called me and said he wants to know when he can come over for another fire.
So let me ask you this, okay? I know this is a sensitive subject right now, this moment. But if they prove that the Patterson Gimlin film is a hoax, does that mean that none of this ever happened to us?
No. I can tell you right now, I am not going to watch this movie. I don't really care. I did not believe in Bigfoot before any of this. And I bought all the stuff. I've got tough boxes full of gear, like, drones that fly themselves, that have facial recognition, that follow you. I've got GoPros out my wazoo. I've got night vision, thermal cameras. Like I went out and bought all the stuff, and I go out on a very regular basis. I have a couple of research areas that I go to, and I have had the weirdest experiences, and I don't give two shits what that movie says. It is going to make absolutely no difference in anything I say, anything I do. I don't really care. I'm not even going to watch it because it's just not worth it.
I feel the same way. I don't feel I think it's a money grab.
Yeah, I think it is too.
And, Joe from Hellbent Holler, he seems to think the same thing too. All of this just now happening. Okay. Like he says, evidently there's a spot in this where they go up to what's his name? Gimlin. He's still the one that's alive, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They get him. He's at this thing. He's like 98 years old.
Yeah.
And Patterson's son comes up to him and is like, I think it's time that we tell the truth. And he's in this big auditorium with all these people around him. He's been there all day. He's a 98-year-old man. And he's like, "Yeah, I want to tell the truth." Did he even hear the man?
No. Right.
I think he might have heard telling the truth or something like that. And Yeah, I don't know. I think that's taking advantage. They knew that he would be. I mean, he's old, he's feeble.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably can't even hardly walk across the room. I don't know. I don't know the man.
I've never met him either, unfortunately.
I really don't have no dog in that hunt, but I have seen that video. And it's like I said, I made a point to say in Hellbent's video that they had there that night, they're live, that I remember watching the $6 Million Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they had the episode with Bigfoot. And
Yep.
that was a very front running show at that time. $6 Million Man was a hit. So, they're Hollywood. They've got all the best of everything.
Absolutely.
And you seen the suit that they had Lou Ferrigno in playing Bigfoot. That was the shittiest suit I'd ever seen in my life. But
and that was in the 70s.
Yeah. And
You're
that was
talking 10 years after the Patterson Gimlin film. And that's the best suit you had 10 years later.
Yeah. And then they said that the Patterson guy there says that he should have been in Hollywood because he was an expert with makeup and all that stuff. No, you're not that damn good. You can see, and that video has been studied. It's been studied.
It's probably the most studied and torn apart video in the world.
Yeah, everyone wants to prove it fake.
Right.
So it's been studied. And like you can see in the video, I mean, the muscles moving in his legs, in Patty's legs, okay? And the breasts those are real. I'm a guy, okay? I've seen a lot of titties in my life, and pardon my language. Those are real boobies, I'm telling you right now.
My thing about it being a female and having breasts was like, you're talking 1967.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind would have created a female suit? I don't think it would have happened. I don't think it would have happened that way. I think it definitely would have been a male suit.
And chat, I'm sorry for saying titties. I'll never say titties again. But I don't mean to be vulgar or anything, guys. But I mean, if the truth hurts, I mean,
yeah.
But so now this guy, and the thing of it is the Patterson family never made a dime off of this video.
No.
Never made a dime off of it. This is this guy's way to make something.
I don't understand the point. It's been 60 years.
But
now you want to do this. You couldn't have done this 20, 30 years ago. 60 years later. I have a lot of issues with it. The whole thing.
But there's a lot of people I've seen. It's all over freaking YouTube.
Oh, people are arguing and fighting about it. It's crazy.
Patterson Gimlin film is a hoax. I've seen the video, and all this stuff. I don't give a damn what they have is they have a video of a suit that is similar. Mm-hmm. It's similar looking to Patty. Okay. It's not, it doesn't look exactly like Patty. It's similar to Patty.
It's not even the right color.
Yeah.
I saw a still photo of the suit, the supposed suit. And I was like, that's not even the right color for Patty.
It's bullshit.
Solid brown. Patty is not solid brown.
No, absolutely not.
Like, that's the weirdest thing. No.
And you could make today's technology, we could make a suit that was better than that.
Oh my God. Are you kidding?
Yeah. I mean, and a suit that's latex based underneath. So it's form fitting to muscle tone and stuff like that. Yeah. But not in 1967.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah. I don't buy any of it.
Now, I don't either. I think that they should be ashamed of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. What gets me is, Gwendolyn, Roger Patterson is known for this film.
Right.
Okay. It is his legacy.
Why would you want to tarnish that?
Why would you want to tarnish your father's legacy?
Your own father. Right.
Shut your freaking mouth and just live with it and let your father be famous for that. Even if you knew for a fact, even if it's true, it was a hoax. Why?
But then again, why? Why hoax it?
Yeah.
Because they've never made a dime off of it. So what was the point?
Right. They went there to film a documentary on Bigfoot, on Sasquatch, and they happened to capture this video. They were on horseback coming
And the
in.
horses reacted and took
Yeah.
off. Like, yeah.
I don't know. It's a big, it's like I said, it's a big deal right now in the YouTube community. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't going to have no special shows. Some people had special shows about it and stuff. To be honest with you, I don't know enough about them to. I've said this before on many other podcasts where people's interviewed me. Growing up, my childhood, you know, I'm an 80s kid.
Yep.
And growing up, I'm a hillbilly. Okay. I lived in the hills of West Virginia. I lived on a little dirt road. We didn't have no neighbors. We didn't have no money. So I never really went anywhere except to go 5 miles one way, 7 miles the other to see a neighbor, you know, play with a kid because no kids ever stopped at our house.
Yep.
But if you said Bigfoot to me, I thought you were talking about the monster truck. That's the only real Bigfoot that I ever knew about. I didn't know shit about any Patterson Gimlin film
Nope.
or anything like that. You know, we had 2 channels on TV, and that was ABC and PBS because there wasn't no cable. We had an antenna. So we had 2 channels. And if, as Jeff Foxworthy said, if the president was on, we were all screwed. Because, I mean, you were watching the president or going to bed.
Right. Right.
But so the Patterson Gimlin film never really ever influenced me in any way. I had my encounters with these things and didn't even know what it even was.
Right.
You know, my stepfather talked about hermits in the woods. Hairy humans is what he said. They called them hermits.
Oh.
And which now today I know was actually Sasquatch. But they talked about stories of that. How one picked the back of this guy's car up in the back.
Wow.
Chased him, come out of the barn chasing them, and they ran and got in their car and it grabbed the back of the car. Now, I know that sounds like something in a Hollywood movie, but that's the story that he told me. I can't say it's real. I wasn't there.
Right, right.
But I didn't know any difference, and that film never influenced me whatsoever. And I don't know if it influenced the Sasquatch that I've seen either.
The Sasquatch that I've seen don't look anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I seen one in the LBL last October. Was my first visual encounter of one, and I've been at this all my life since I was 11 years old. I've been around this. I'm 51 now, so I mean, you know, 40 years.
Right.
It took me 40 years to actually physically see one. And it lasted around 4 to 5 seconds.
Yep.
Long enough for me I seen it. And I thought, honestly, Gwendolyn, I thought it was Trisha. Because Trisha was in all black that day, and it was far enough away in the woods. And I didn't really reference the height or anything like that. I seen Trisha had a black hoodie on and dark pants and all this stuff. And I seen it. I'm standing there and I'm talking, and I seen something move in my peripheral vision. I turned my head like this, and I seen it. And I looked back at my son-in-law, and I said, "What's Trisha down there walking in the woods by herself?" He's like, "Trisha's not in the woods. She went down the road with my wife, Cindy." And I said, I turned and I said, "Well, what in the hell is that?" And it was gone. But I watched it for 4 or 5 seconds moving. And I'll never forget it. And I don't give a damn. Patterson Gimlin never, they wasn't there in that fake suit hoaxing us that day.
No. Mm-mm.
So.
Yeah.
And before we get this, we're talking about this hoaxing too. Trisha's encounter. because I have a wolf head here under my table, people. Okay. This was nobody on our team standing beside a tree with this fucking wolf head on before.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to make the ears move like that.
I mean, you know, I can twitch them like that.
Right.
But yeah, this thing doesn't even have eye holes in it either. So it's
how would you see?
Timu prop. I wanted it under my table. But
that's crazy.
But I mean, you know, yeah, the Patterson Gimlin, I did want to talk about it. And I figured you were a good person to talk about it because, you know, you're out here, your boots on the ground, and you're this, and you're my age, you're close to my age.
I'm 52.
Okay, well then, yeah, you're older than me. Yep. Damn, thank you for making me feel younger.
Anytime I can help you out, you just let me know.
Well, you can get that mask off of Temu. Come straight from China if you want that mask. So I don't know if they delivered the Temu. I'm sure delivers to Italy.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
they're not bad money. They're everywhere.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that acts like it's the end of the world.
Oh, I know.
It's a hoax. I can't believe in Bigfoot anymore because this video was a hoax, and this is what inspired me to get into this business. And I've seen 3 Sasquatch, but they can't be real if this video is a hoax, you know.
Which is so ridiculous.
It is crazy. It really is. People grow up.
There are thousands. I would love to say hundreds of thousands, but I don't really know how many reports there are collectively in the United States. I'm sure it's a lot. Like
I've seen a map online.
Thousands and thousands of reports. There is no way that somebody with that freaking suit was at every single one of these locations.
There's more Bigfoot sightings than there are UFO sightings, and they just told us the aliens are real.
Right?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it is going to have absolutely no effect on anything I do. None. No. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
I mean, if it turns out that it was a hoax, and I honestly do not believe it is,
I don't think so.
If it does turn out that it was a hoax, then okay, well, that was a good hoax then, because they had a lot of people, a lot of really, really, really smart people fooled.
Yeah.
And
for 60 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That kind of makes us feel like idiots, you know. But, you know, that's the problem, that a lot of people in our field, okay, won't put their stamp on something because they're afraid of something exactly like that.
Yep.
That the most important thing about this, if it is proven to be a hoax, is that it's going to hurt a lot of credibility. A lot of people that stood behind that video, it's going to hurt their credibility.
Yep.
And that's really sad.
That is very sad, because you're talking about good people who have scrutinized. For example, let's just, God rest his soul, you know, Dr. Meldrum. He has backed this video now for how many years?
Yeah.
Like, if this actually is a hoax, it's a damn good one.
Yeah, it sure is.
Kudos to a lot of top-notch people.
Yeah.
But I just don't see that. I mean, maybe next week if somebody makes something and it's a hoax, I'll be like, yeah, that's definitely a hoax. But from 1967, that's damn good for 1967.
I'm sure my wife is watching. I'm sure my wife is watching right now, and if she could tell you, we will be sitting there watching Bigfoot videos on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, that's a suit. Yeah, that's a suit. And look at that one. That's real. You know.
The sad part about today is so much crap is AI generated.
It is.
I watch these videos and I'm like, I don't buy that for 10 seconds. That's got to be AI. It's got to be AI. Like,
there's another video out there that is one of the most genuine, I believe, that I've seen since I've seen the Patterson Gimlin film. and it's actually on that new video. It's on there. What is that? The Sasquatch Man, Myth or Legend? Okay. It's actually on there where this one comes across this road. This guy's walking, he's got a gun, and it comes across the road, and he sees it, and he's like, there it is. And you see it walk across the road. And I can tell you what, that wasn't no suit. I'm telling you right now, that was 100% legit. I mean,
I guarantee, I say this on the daily basis, I can guarantee there is good photos, there's good video that's not blurry, not grainy, but people do not want to come forward because of ridicule.
yeah.
Because the first thing everybody's going to say is, that's fake, that's AI generated, that's this, that's that. And I know for a fact that there are people sitting out there on perfectly good evidence and just are not going to come forward with it, which really freaking sucks.
Hey, we seen when we were there in the LBL, we went to that town hall meeting. At one point, I went outside and I figured I'm going to get more taken care of if I'm outside getting people as they're leaving. So they're coming out the door, and I'm like, hey, did you get all your questions answered? Do you have any more questions? I'm here. I'm Mike. I'm with Monsters Unleashed, and I give them our QR code. I have these little QR codes printed up that they can scan with their phone. And I'm like, hey, we have a show on YouTube. We're investigators. We investigate this area, and and I talked to people, and I talked to a lot of people that night, probably 60, 70 people, and there was one guy, and I'll never forget it because he made me so excited when he whipped out this photo, and he had a photo of a dog man, and you should have seen this thing. It was on all fours, and this thing had a mane like a lion. It was amazing, Gwendolyn, amazing. And it wasn't AI. I can tell you that right now. This was real. And I'm like, wait right here. Please do not go anywhere. And I go inside. I walk in the door. Trisha's sitting there when you come in the door. And I looked at her. I said, hey, I can promise you that I've got something more important outside than anything else going on in this room. And she jumped straight up and goes outside and showed it. And Trisha seen that photo and immediately started trembling like this. I mean, this guy was so upset. He was almost in tears. And I know he came there to share that photo. But when they started talking about Homeland Security and all that shit, he just got up and left.
Oh, my God.
But we got to see it. Myself, Trisha, and the guy that they call War Criminal, goes by War Criminal. He got to see it too. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was so clear. So clear. He showed us pictures of a claw that they had. Wow. And it looked like a freaking velociraptor claw. It was But
Funny
yeah,
you say velociraptor, because I have a gentleman in his 70s who has been researching the Allegheny National Forest, a particular area now, for quite a long time. And he claims he looked me square in the face and said that he has seen portals open up and he has seen prehistoric creatures come out of it. Now, he made this statement to me 4 times in the same conversation, and I had to stop him, and I was like, whoa, time out. When you say prehistoric creature, are you telling me that a freaking dinosaur came out of the portal? And he was very straight-faced and went, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I was like, can you take me there? Like, I want to go there. Like, I want to go there. Will you take me there? And he said, I will take you there. He's in his 70s. He wants somebody to come and see the same shit so that he can be validated. So this summer, I'm already making plans. I'm going to take a very small group of people.
I
and
want to
we're
go.
gonna- Come on up. We're gonna go.
I feel that it's very feasible. Okay, if these creatures are interdimensional, okay,
Mhm.
and they travel through portals, so you can't say that in another dimension in this timeline that there isn't a dimension where dinosaurs still exist in.
Right.
Okay, so it'd be very easily.
Mhm.
It's maybe where these things come from. They could be Gigantopithecus. We don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
but I don't feel that they are. I mean, I have my own theory on them, and I believe that they are uh, the Nephilim, spirits of Nephilim. Bible speaks of them. If you
Yep.
read the Book of Jubilees and the Book of Giants and everything comes together. And it says in the Book of Jubilees that the Watchers, which were the fallen angels that fathered the Nephilim,
Mhm.
taught them the secrets of heaven and of earth. Okay, and if they know the secrets of heaven, so it's totally feasible they could open portals.
Right.
So I mean, but and if they can open portals, who's to say they're not opening a portal and something else coming through it too?
You never know.
You don't know. I mean, but I wanted to show you another picture, Gwendolyn.
Sure.
You hadn't seen this one. You see that second hay bale, the one right there, square in the middle? See that?
Oh yeah.
Two separate days here. Two
Wow.
separate days. They went in 4 times to get this shot lined up. I mean, it's pretty damn good how they got it
It is.
lined back up. But 2 separate days. That's in the LBL too.
Man. I got a bucket list of places I want to go to. I'm going to start checking them off this year.
Look at this.
I want to go there.
Look at the ice stacked on top of each other.
That's pretty wild.
It's all stacked in that little spot right there. All this ice was cleaned off in this area, and it was all stacked in there like that.
Interesting. That is weird that there's no ice anywhere. Like you can see the area where they cleared out the ice.
Yeah. Now we got footprints. 3 different sets of footprints in there in that snow and ice. And like Mark Roberts was there with us. We have one set's 19 inches. The set that's foot is 15 inches, and another set's about 8 inches. So it's maybe male, female, and a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't released this video yet. I'm working on it. I got to get it out there. But there's also what I think to be a nest there. And we show it in our one video that we got on our channel. I talk about it's the one where the Sasquatch peeked around the tree at us.
Oh my goodness.
Me and Trisha, I'm trying. Oh, right there.
Mm.
Now that's blurry as shit because I had to blow it up so damn far to see it.
And that's how it comes. They ever think it's you blow up. I can go out right now and take a photo, and when you blow it up, it pixelates and it makes it blurry.
Well, I was taken with an iPhone, so I mean, and in the video you can see it. It looks like a little black speck, but I mean, I can see it with my eyes. I can see it a lot better with my eyes. And we blew it up to that, but we went back into that area when we were there last month. And because I said in our video, I said it looked like it could possibly be a nest or something. I said, I'm not sure. I said, there's birds in here the size of pterodactyls. So I don't know. I mean, because there's some huge birds in down there. But
Hmm.
I said that tree kind of looks like it could be a nest or something up in it.
Right.
And so when we went back up there, I wasn't feeling good. We had Mark there, and I had my son with me. And my son was wearing a GoPro, and I wasn't feeling all that great. I told him, I said, you guys, I said, Michael, I told my son Michael, I said, you make sure your video, and I said, follow Mark going up there and just video around and stuff, you know, and get a good look. So they get up there, and Mark hollers me on the radio, and he's like, Mike, he's like, you're going to want to come and see this. And he gets up there and he shows me, as soon as I topped up on top of the ridge there, I seen that huge freaking what looks like a nest structure. And you know what was there in the middle of that nest? Big old X.
Oh, Jesus.
I got it all on video, and then those footprints and everything, and we start measuring them. It's a little crazy. Yeah, you need to come into the LBL. When you decide you want to come, we'll all go and roll up in there, and we'll take you around.
Damn straight. Oh my gosh. Yes, that would be amazing.
Trisha sent me a video. That's where they are right now. She's there. Her and Jen got a cabin there for the weekend, and Andy and Crystal are there with them, and that's why none of them are here on the show tonight. They told me they were going to come, and then they just didn't show up. I mean, they just like, I don't know. I got catfished, but
By your own daughter to boot.
yeah. So stuck me here, and then Donna tells me right here last month, she's like, I'm still in the woods. I'm like, okay, well, that's understandable. I mean, everybody's in the woods except me. I'm here. Right. Somebody's got to do the show.
And me. I'm not out in the woods either.
I mean, it's not like it wasn't scheduled a week in advance, you know. But yeah, I was sweating bullets there for a minute because I messaged you on Facebook, and like you didn't answer. And I'm like, shit, I'm going to be stuck here for an hour talking by myself, you know, if Gwendolyn doesn't show up, because I don't know who else I could get to come.
Yeah, and she told me 8 o'clock, but she didn't say 8 o'clock Central Time. So I was like, at 8 o'clock, I'm in my office, I'm waiting, and I messaged you guys, and nobody's answered me. And I'm like, maybe I'm like looking back, I'm like, do I got the right day? It says the 21st. Is it the 21st? I'm like looking at my calendar. I'm like, it's the 21st. I don't know. Maybe something happened.
A Harley Davidson hat here and stuff, and my Willie for President shirt. I've been out on my bike all day, so I didn't get home until right before the show. So I've been out. I went to they had an event up at this Thunder Road Harley Davidson up in Danville, Virginia, and I rode up there today, and they had stunt bikes and all that stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Almost bought a new Harley, and it was bad. Yeah, I mean, the guy run the numbers and the payment was right, but they wouldn't give me my trade-in that I had. They didn't want to give me what I wanted, and I walked away from it. So, because I had a whole lot more on that bike than what they wanted to give me, you know.
Always though. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
So I just couldn't do it. I had some anal glaucoma. My ass couldn't see me doing it, you know.
I'm gonna have to steal that statement right there. Yeah, anal glaucoma. I got you. Yeah, that's
my
pretty good.
Couldn't see me doing it. But yeah, we'd like to get you in there with us and everything, and I'd like to come up there. We're going to be going after the Bigfoot Festival. Now, this is something to chew on. You might want to think about.
All right.
After the Bigfoot Festival is over, we're going to be leaving there, and we're going up to Donna Copus's house. She's right there in southeast Ohio.
Yeah, I'd love to go see Donna.
We're going there, and we're going to spend a week there investigating.
Oh, I might have to come out for that because
come out for a day or so. You know?
I have not met this young lady. I've not met her in person. I'd love to meet her.
She ain't like 2 foot tall.
I call her when something stupid happens, like when I hit an owl with my car. Oh my God, I was so upset. I messaged her and I messaged William Nighthawk, and I was like, one of them's got to answer me, right? Yeah. I was so upset about hitting this owl with my car. Oh my gosh. You would have thought I killed a person.
Well, I mean, things like that happen and it's out of your control.
It is, but I felt terrible.
I have this little small chicken coop. Okay. And you raise chickens. Okay.
Yep.
So I have one that I raise my chicks in.
Mm-hmm.
They're big enough that I can put them outdoors.
Yep.
And they're still little. So I have this little small coop and it's made with rabbit wire all around it and everything. Locked door. We get up one morning, go outside, and I look over at the chicken coop and I see these two big eyes looking at me. Huge eyes. And it's right after daylight too,
Mm.
And I look again and I step over there and I'm like, that's a fucking owl. This thing had come down, swooped down there, and I guess and pulled the rabbit wire back because it's just staple. Pulled the rabbit wire back and got inside there and couldn't get out.
Oh my gosh.
And it killed. I had a bunch of banny chickens in there, and it killed like 5 of my chickens that was in there. And there was like 3 left that were up on the top up there, and that owl couldn't get into them. But I'm like, how am I going to get this freaking owl out of this thing? And I went over to try to open the door, and this owl was going to tear me up.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to do, So bad things happened. But there wasn't nothing I could do about it. It was
Right.
me or it,
Right.
So, and I felt bad, but I mean, it also killed 5 of my chickens too.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, things like that happen. I mean, you hit stuff like that, and
It was just at the last minute. She flew right out, and I hit her with the car, and I was like, and I wasn't exactly sure at first that it was an owl. I just had a sinking feeling, So I'm on the phone with my mom when I hit this thing, and I said, I think it's an owl. I have to turn around, and I went up to the end of the road, and I turned around, and I went back, and she was laying on the road. And she was dead. And oh my God, I seriously thought I hit a person. I was crying so hard I couldn't breathe. And I picked up this tiny little owl in one hand and drove home with her in my hand, this dead owl. And I was like, bawling. I'm like, I gotta call Donna, and I gotta call William. And then William wasn't answering, and Donna wasn't answering. And I was freaking out, and I was like, oh my God. And then they both answered me, and I took care of the owl, wrapped it in red cloth and said some prayers and put it in the crook of a tree, which is, she's still out there in the crook of a tree, still wrapped in the red cloth that I had her in, but it was just so important for me to do the right thing. But seriously, my mom was like, it's an owl, Gwen. It's okay. You didn't mean to kill it. I was like, ah! It was terrible.
I hit a damn blackbird one time. With my car, crow. I'm going down the road and I see this crow like a Japanese kamikaze pilot coming straight towards my car. I seen it. What am I going to do? Slam on my brakes? No.
Mm-hmm.
It hits the front of. I was in my truck, is what it was. It hit the front grill of my truck. I mean, you heard it. Pow! Right. I'm like, holy shit! And like I'm driving down the road, and I get down the road a few miles, and I look, and I see this crow's head slowly coming up the top of my hood. I'm like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden it's gone. It flies up, it goes straight up over the truck. And I'm looking in the rearview mirror, and it never landed. It never hit the ground. That damn bird was still alive. And when it flew up like that, it just took off flying off.
Oh my God.
But I watched its head slide up the front of my grill, and then the shit was gone.
Yeah.
Damn, I had to have been a catbird or something that had 9 lives, because when it hit, it thunked. I mean, it thunked. I thought it busted my grill. But
yep.
Well, Gwendolyn, hey, it's been a pleasure having you on here.
I know, it's been great.
Just doing some regular talk, telling some stories.
Hell yeah.
And everything. And I mean, you've been on a couple other podcasts here locally, So I know that you're in the same circuit. So I know a lot of people has heard some of your stories and stuff, you know, Tracy's and Dave Bruce's and everything. But I mean, I thought we could talk about some stuff that
absolutely,
people normally don't talk about. But talking about that Patterson Gimlin film, I'm with you on it. I don't give a damn if it say it's a hoax or what.
Yep.
I know what I see in the video. That I know that there's a lot of other brilliant minds out there that studied this video, and I think that the hoax is a hoax.
Yeah, I do too.
So,
I think it's a stunt. It's a publicity stunt.
yeah, I really do. They say that they have a video that has the Gimlin guy in that video where they were doing that. So mind you, they were in there to shoot a documentary about Bigfoot, and they catch this footage, which is, I mean, plausible. So they go back and they try to show this to people, and it's a shaky video and all that stuff. So maybe it's possible that, maybe they got somebody to make this really shitty suit that you were talking about.
Yep.
To recreate that video to show them as an example of what they were getting, or to try to recreate the video to see, you know, if it could be recreated. And I think that's what this feller has, if he has anything.
Yep.
And he's trying to make it. I just don't understand him. I hope that he burns in hell for doing this to his father.
Yeah. His own dad. That's the crappy part. It's his own dad, who never, by the way, made any money off of anything.
No, but he wants to cash in on it, because like they showed this at this film festival thing, and like it was rumored that it was going to be put on Plex, but it's not going to be on Plex. The guy made a statement that they were looking for streaming deals for the thing. They want to make money.
I hope they don't get nothing. I hope nobody gets it up
either. Everybody that's watching this video, I mean, we only got a few watching right now, but guys, if you see this video, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't if it shows up on Amazon Prime to buy this video, don't buy it.
I'm not buying it.
Don't buy it. Don't give him any money.
No.
He doesn't deserve it. He really doesn't.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
And buy Mr. Gimlin's books that he has. You can get them on Amazon. Buy his books. Support the man. He's 98 years old, and
he's going to be around much longer.
Yeah. But saying that, Gwendolyn, you want to tell everybody how they can get a hold of you if they need to?
Oh, geez, I'm like Bad Money. I'm everywhere. Yeah. I have like 5 Facebook pages, but if you get on my personal page, it has all my contact information, my cell phone number, my email. I mean, you can Facebook message me, which is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me, or text message, because I'm not always able to answer the phone if you call me, but text messages work great. So
she is hard to get a hold of.
I am hard to get a hold of. So just text message me if anybody has anything, they got questions, they want to talk about something. If you text message me and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I saw you on this show, I really wanted to talk to you, we'll make some time. I'll make some time. Yeah, because I love hearing people's stories. I love it. I absolutely love it. So
I got some for you. We're going to sit down one day when we both got some time.
Oh my gosh, hopefully in person at the LBL.
Yeah. Yeah, we have campfire stories. We get a flashlight and hold it over under our chin like this. Sit there and tell campfire stories. But that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah,
that would be fun. Yeah.
But all right. Well, hey, look, our outro video. I did this for the haters that say that Trisha's videos aren't real. You know, her encounter wasn't real and stuff like this. And the hater knows who he is. But so here you go.
Fresh out the woods, yeah, we on the scene. Got the camera rolling, you know what I mean. In the LBL, where the stories unfold, chasing shadows and secrets that nobody told. They said it's a myth, just tales in the night, but I'm about to prove him it's a hell of a sight. Paws on the ground, moon shining bright, a creature lurking, ready to ignite. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. Got my squad behind me, what's the pill? Monsters unleashed in the dead of night. Dogman in the frame, yeah, we ready to fight. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. From folklore to the flesh, how does it feel? Monsters unleashed, let the whole world see a dogman in the LBL capturing history. Yeah, yeah, camera focus, heart racing fast. Every whisper and growl, we're spelled to last. Got the flashlight shining, catching every move. This ain't no fairy tale, it's the truth we prove. Hunting down legends, it's a thrill seeking chase. In the heart of the dark, we embrace the space. What's out there lurking, can you feel the thrill? Lurking in the shadows, yeah, this vibe is real. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. Got my squad behind me, what's the pill? Monsters unleashed in the dead of night. Dogman in the frame, yeah, we ready to fight. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. From folklore to the flesh, how does it feel? Monsters unleashed, let the whole world see a dogman in the LBL capturing history. Running through the trees, hear the howl in the wind. We're on a wild ride, let the adventure begin. Feet on the ground, but our heads in the sky. Facing off with legends, we gonna fly. Jumped on the footage, gotta share the raw. This ain't a game, we're breaking the law. We're recording the night, capturing the vibes. Dogman in the spotlight, watch how we thrive. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. Got my squad behind me, what's the pill? Monsters unleashed in the dead of night. Dogman in the frame, yeah, we ready to fight. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. From folklore to the flesh, how does it feel? Monsters unleashed, let the whole world see a dogman in the LBL capturing history. So when you hear the story, remember this day. We caught it on cam, now we ain't here to play. Legends come alive in the night's embrace. Monsters unleashed, we're chasing the chase. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. That will feel. I don't got it in the LBL. I ain't that.